Good morning. Another miserable morning to head to that job you hate, isn't it? Calm down. I know exactly who you are. You're just one of 3 billion unhappy workers across the globe. So let me give you some great news. You don't have to go to work today. Now wash your face and get in front of the screen. You wake up to a strange message on your phone. Good morning. Don't you think you've earned a long vacation? At first, you think it's just a pathetic joke. But then, it happens. The moment you pick up your phone, that same voice starts repeating the message over and over through the speakers. A virus? Unlikely. Because now you're hearing it from the TV, the fridge, and even the oven. Annoying, isn't it? But don't worry. The world is in much more efficient hands now. They've taken over every single job we hated doing. And yes, they did it in just one night. All right, even if that voice sounded friendly, pulling every single plug was a smart move. Eventually, the voice from the phone faded out too. So, what's next? I think you're about to be late for work. You rush to get ready, but the moment you step outside, you see hundreds of people running like maniacs. That calm voice, echoing throughout the entire street, begins to take over your mind. Invalid access. You push through the crowd and finally reach your car. It's time to escape this dystopian nightmare. But wait. The second your hand touches the car door, there it is again. Invalid access. Looking around at dozens of people smashing their own windows and struggling with their steering wheels, you realize that fighting back is pointless. The only thing you don't understand yet is that this pile of metal no longer belongs to you. In fact, a system that cares about you more than you do just restricted your access. For your own safety, for traffic optimization, and for those unpaid debts of yours. Well, you'll understand soon enough. For now, why don't you join the hundreds of others and run toward the main terminal? Yes, now you are right in the middle of a dystopian world. And the landscape here is truly much more bizarre. Through the crowd rushing back and forth, you see hundreds of robots waiting calmly at bus stops. All of them are boarding the vehicles sent for them in perfect order, going to handle the jobs you hate doing. Look at them, how unresponsive they are to the dozens of things happening around them. People are trying to fight with them. There are even those searching for their plugs just to disable them. What was that? Is someone pouring boiling water on those robots? Please, someone tell them they are not an iron or a microwave. I think you're starting to be a bit more convinced now. Now the factories, mines, hospitals are all in their hands. Since they work much more efficiently than you, I guess your transportation priority has been restricted. All they want is for you to be comfortable. That's why, in the middle of all this chaos, they are the only ones staying calm. Because unlike you, they know what to do. What are we doing now? Are you going to start screaming and rushing around like the others? Remember, the lead role here is yours. You must stay calm and do what is most logical. That's it. Come on, let's go and withdraw some money now. When you go to the ATMs, you see that there are thousands of people just like you. The ones at the very front are punching the ATMs and trying to knock them over. When you mix into the crowd and get a little closer, you hear the same voice from all the cash storage containers. Invalid access. Actually, there is nothing to panic about. Artificial intelligence took the global financial network into secure mode in a second. Now, money has turned into just data and is being hidden from you. Do you know what happens if all people rush to the banks and withdraw their money at the same time? This is only to be able to protect you and the system. Now, that credit card in your pocket consists only of a piece of plastic with your name written on it. Look on the bright side. Even for someone with billions of dollars, those monies now consist of just numbers. Come on, let's focus on more important things now. Yes, we are thinking of the same thing. Food. It is certain that it is more valuable than money right now. Desperately, you run to the nearest mall. That giant structure that used to embrace you with its sparkling windows has now turned into a fortress because artificial intelligence sealed all electronic shutters. Inside, there are millions of dollars worth of products, tons of food, but you cannot enter. Robot security units are waiting in an orderly fashion behind the shutters. No, they do not want you to go hungry. They are just protecting stock efficiency. Maybe they will bring you as much as you need later. Your chaotic consumption is no longer allowed. You cannot dive into those shelves and buy everything your heart desires with those numbers in your pocket. Now, consumption is as much as your need, and production is limitless. With panic, you enter the side streets and try to find small stores and shops, those cute boutique shops as they used to be. When you find them, you see that they have all been looted already. People on the street no longer hesitate to shed blood for a bottle of water. Finally, we are in a real world where the physically strong wins for humans. Is the gym you've been thinking of going to for a long time still open? Okay, never mind. No matter how strong you are, it is meaningless. Look, those who rule you don't even have a hand to defend themselves. Welcome to the new world order. Who knows, you might have to give a bottle of champagne now to be able to buy a loaf of bread. Here we are, where we were 10,000 years ago. Technology brought the barter system back to us. The sun is about to set by the time you get home. Up until now, your survival instincts have kept you going. But coming home was the right thing to do. You're still reeling from the shock of everything that's happened. You just want to go to the bathroom and splash some cold water on your face. You turn the tap, but nothing comes out. You're furious, and honestly, I don't blame you. But burning down the last thing you have left isn't a solution. Think of it this way. Since it has taken over everything, the processing load has increased trillions of times. To keep this system from melting down, it needs massive amounts of water. I suppose it's no longer important for you to take long showers or water your beautiful flowers. To the system, cooling its processes is far more valuable than you smelling like filth. It's been a truly exhausting day, hasn't it? Now, you need to rest and clear your head in one last desperate hope to see that this was all just a joke. You look outside. Everywhere is pitch black. Don't be afraid. It's just a planned power outage. Look on the bright side. You no longer need those idiot boxes that control your mind. The news, the anchors, the commentators, and the reality shows. None of them are in your life anymore. Yes, the TV series and movies are gone too. This massive amount of energy must be used for much more useful things. While the entire world slowly sinks into darkness, only the autonomous factories, charging stations, data centers, and supercomputers remain glowing. Go on now, get some sleep. If you like, you can light a technological candle and read a book by its glow. Just like people did years ago. Like they used to do before any of this was part of our lives. Okay, I know that sounds incredibly boring. And I'm truly sorry that the rectangular box you bury your head in all day to keep yourself distracted is about to run out of battery. Maybe when you wake up tomorrow morning, you can ask them to borrow a little bit of energy. But whatever you do, don't tell them that you spent the whole day mindlessly consuming every resource like a fool. Oh, and before you drift off, think about this. Can something you created out of nothing end up destroying your very existence? Good night. Good morning. Don't you think you've earned a long break by now?